I'm htmljones and welcome to Emotional Labour. This is the show where we do the discourse so you don't have to.
Laila Woozeer.
Laila is an accomplished musician, writer. What else?
Dickhead.
Dickhead, okay. That's what I wrote, yeah.
Basically, the whole narrative of the book is like, me finding myself. I'm like, who am I, the person? And then it's like, I achieve that. We really need the Amazon reviews. Obviously, I love Amazon.
Please rate how welcoming the publishing industry is on a scale of 1, fairly welcoming, to 5, very welcoming.
I'm going to go with a 5.
Do you have any thoughts that you want to express on the royal family?
I'm really looking forward to a period of...
I am sending this recording to the Met Police immediately after the interview.
Great that we are going to have a period of enforced mourning. We as a nation, we don't mourn enough. She was really young. And so it is important that we do fully tragedise this. We were just watching like live footage of a gate where it was like, here come the cars driving and the prince is in a car.
There's Zan the fuck out. That's got to be the only explanation.
I would love that job. Nicholas, whatever his name is, Winchell?
Royal correspondent.
Watch this. I know he tunes in.
He's actually my dad. I'm a nepotism baby.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's assumed.
My dad has never lived outside of a colonised country. Came over here in 67. Mauritius gained independence in 1968. So thanks to the Queen for that one. Need to protect my passport after this. Jesus.
This actually has been like a very prolonged citizenship test.
Who is the weird Rupert the Bear?
Oh, Rupert the Bear is head of the Church of England, yeah.
Yeah, and also MI6, I believe. Is that...
Many hats.
That bear used to creep me the fuck. It's like a child with a bear head.
Rupert is a human child who's deformed.
In Tekken.
The bear?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about video games, so this is all a mystery to me. I'm basically illiterate. I can't really do a lot of things.
Busting a nut?
No, illiterate. Sorry.
Busting a nut.
Did you? I completely missed that.
The game everyone's busting a nut over.
Oh, busting a nut. That's very American.
Very late 90s. This country, we're not in a country right now, obviously. Yeah. We're offshore in a secure location.
We're on the Cayman Islands with our money. What slurs should white bisexuals say?
As a community, they are probably high up on people who most self-own. On the like privilege pyramid, white, cis, straight men at the top. White women are like only one step away. The cis gays, white bis are very nearby. I'm just getting myself cancelled.
Intersectionality doesn't exist, it's only the pyramid.
It's just a pyramid.
All privilege quizzes are accurate.
I actually know some twins who were born during Gemini.
That's freaky, that shouldn't be allowed. If I was a medieval serf, I'd be like, no way they don't have magic powers. There's no way. I'm worshipping you guys now.
Oh, you won't know this because you don't play video games. Video game called Eco. He's been sent away from his village as like a ritual sacrifice.
What a depressing world of video games this is.
Let's boycott fake tan. I had an article about that in Metro and I was like, look, this is bad for everyone. It's bad for people who are not white. But it's bad for the white people as well. You are basically like telling yourself that
your skin colour isn't okay.
People profit from this. I think that's what makes me really angry. When I first talked about that, it got so much response from white people as well, being like, I've always been like called pale and my mum like ingrained fake tan and all this. It's like a cult. Like the problem isn't like, oh, I was bullied for being pale, therefore I should be allowed to tan up. The problem is, why were you bullied for being pale? It was like trending on Twitter. That's probably some of the worst trolling I've had because there was so much of it that was just like, no one asked you, like, fuck up, you should go it too, like, no, go die.
I was going to say they phrased the headline in a way that was kind of throwing you under the bus.
And I understand the clickbait thing, but it's also like, so many people did not read that article, and I know.
Oh, no, exactly. That's the
thing. People said my own points back to me. So many people were like, "Well, I was bullied for being pale. So what do you think about that?" And I was like, "I have thoughts about that, which I wrote in the article. If you had read,
it's right there.
Said I sympathise."
Where are you from? Where are you really from, though?
No, but where are your parents from? What's your like background? Is this a?
So I think you've got a story behind your heritage. I bet.
I just knew something was like off, not off, but like a bit different.
A bit curry.
I just got radar over these kind of things. I'm not being offensive. I'm asking because I'm interested.
It's actually racist if you say that. I'm racist.
I'm just curious. I would never prejudge someone based on the way they look, or their skin, or any other visual characteristics. So maybe you shouldn't prejudge them either.
Layla, who's your favourite white author?
Great question. I'm gonna have to say... Fuck, I literally can't think of any.
They don't exist, I think.
Shakespeare?
I think he's Indian, actually. Sheikh Al-Spear.
Yeah. I'm genuinely struggling to think of the last time I read a book by a white author. That's bad, isn't it?
We need to uplift the underrepresented voices in this space.
They've done an MFA, white, young, cis, male, probably straight.
Maybe they're just not trying hard enough.
Where are they?
We'd know about them.
We're looking for you. We want to hear your voice. What has life been like?
I mean, I don't, but...
We want to know.
Okay, so email Layla. What's the most overrated and most underrated South Asian food?
Basically, all the things that are popular. Korma, aloo gobi, vindaloo. Fuck off, like, oh my.
That's not even good.
Most underrated, buttered chicken.
Okay, we're going to delete this from the interview. You're not allowed to lie on the show. It's only the truth.
Breakfast, dinner, lunch, whatever. Dinner. Like we eat dinner. We sit down for supper and we dine on our gatta bit. Colonizer jumped out there. Tamil, they do love a long nail. And it's spicy food.
This is true. I don't know if there's a correlation.
I could barely eat breakfast when I was in Sri Lanka. I was like, this is too hot for me. The guy came back over, he was like, are you struggling? I was like, yes. He was like, we're going to bring you some fruit. I was like, oh my god, I'm a tourist. Fucking half white jeans, showing me up. Please, I would just like some like plain bread, like maybe some overcooked pasta. Like it's important to me to slag off the food of my people.
It's your cultural heritage, or lack thereof.
Yeah.
Jelly deals,
Yeah.
like cottage pie, and the rest.
I get troll comments like that sometimes. This is on an email contact form on my website. A white woman.
Say less.
I'm really not quick to ask where people are from. In fact, I don't think I've ever asked someone where they are from based on the colour of their skin, or how they dress, or any other visual characteristics.
Oh shit, round of applause like that.
Perhaps, if it's not okay for me to prejudge someone and say what they say based on the colour of their skin, it's not okay for you either. Regards, Jess Cox.
That's the real racism.
What is that?
It's like, that's unhinged.
It was the perhaps comma for me. She put her email, it was like, do you think I'm going to like enter a dialogue? I'm going to reply, hi Jess, thanks for your message.
You were so right, Jess, about everything. I take it all back.
In my upcoming paperback, I'll be rescinding that chapter.
I'm not even going to write the book anymore. I'm going to give you the book deal. You can write it.
Almost quite white.
White people are good, actually.
Not quite white. My journey of learning from better white people. It was like 8:13. EastEnders is on. Like, get the fuck off your computer. What are you doing? But I get that kind of shit all the time.
That's what I appreciate about TikTok comments, because I just get slurs, so it's just straight to the point. There's a character limit of like 50, so you can't send someone a personal missive.
She sent me a voice note of her crying.
Oh my god. No better way to make yourself the victim than do that.
5 or 6 of them. Just open up my DMs, just like a fucking podcast from her.
Would you like to summarize the political situation in Sri Lanka with a lot of nuance in 10 seconds? 10, 9, 8, 7.
Let's just get along. Can't we all just work together and get along?
That's so true.
Stop fucking around. Politically, that is my stance. Can we stop fucking around?
Are there any mixed kids who could say that they are not annoyed at their parents for not teaching them their language?
We're all pissed off. I understand it's like an assimilation thing. My dad was concerned if I learned Creole, then when I learned French at school, I wouldn't be learning like proper French. The French especially are like, this is our I'm not going
to... They got the academy. No, do French. No, do it.
Fuck French. They went back to like see their family in the country, and obviously families talking in the language of the country.
We're going to put the full address on screen right here. I'm just going to immediately dox them.
And he was just talking to them in English the whole time. Everyone there speaks English. And he was like, it's just really fucking lazy on my part. And I was like, that is atrocious. But then you have people like me, like, really over-romanticising, understanding the language of the family. My little Mauritian cousins all speak like fluent English, French, Creole, Hindi, like Urdu. And I go over and it's like 7 times their age, only speaking in English like an absolute tool. What were you thinking?
Immigrant troubles or whatever. Who cares? We're the victims here.
We're the real victims, actually.
That hate crime you experience is nothing. I really relate to the part in the book, actually, where you talk about how you couldn't find like a skin color pencil. I just used orange.
I used lightly pressed orange.
It's like with plasters, you don't really think about it. You're just like, this doesn't camouflage my skin, but that's normal.
Like clear plaster. You get like a blister where the plaster
Really?
is. Yeah, don't avoid that. Your shit ain't shitting.
Your shit is not shitting.
That shit is not shitting.
It's constipated. But would you recommend that mixed children just use orange and stop complaining?
Suck it up. I came out alright. If that is the beginning and end of your representation, that's very difficult. Kids can understand what colour they are. In like studies they've done from the age of 3, it's like this test called the doll test. They're like pre-verbal. People were like, I'll start talking to my kids about this when they turn like 12, 13. It's like, it's already fucking...
White people just won't actually be able to do that at all. But not just like in a I hate that way, which I do, but like more just they are incapable. Layla, you lock Liz Truss Boris Johnson and Rishi Sunak in a room. I don't know why you did that, but you have. Who do you think out of the three is going to resort to cannibalism first?
Boris. Rishi will probably be the first to go. Sacrifice the brown guy.
And he's anemic as well, which doesn't help.
Liz Truss is going to be too on the fence to do anything.
She did kill the Queen though, so we know that she's a killer.
Did kill the Queen, yeah.
Comrade Truss, trust the plan, 4D chess. Is there anything that you would like to plug?
Yeah, I feel like there was something I was supposed to, like, something I've done recently that I was supposed to talk about. But I guess I'll just have to plug, have a great day.